Hi, my name is Jody Thurman. I'm an esthetician here at Palm Health. Today, I'm going to be presenting on changes you can make in your self-care to help make a smooth transition from summer into fall and winter. So when fall and winter rolls around, we change out our clothes from summer lightweight, easy breezy items to fuzzy, warm covering materials. We change out our food choices from salads to robust and warming soups and heavier meals. We need to change our self-care out too. So what we're going to cover today is some of the basics of transitioning from summer into fall and winter, the environmental factors to consider in your self-care, an ideal cold weather self-routine. We're going to look at ingredients you want to look for and some products we have here at Palm that just really fit the bill. And also some fall and winter procedures that you might want to try. So why do we have to make any of these changes to our daily routine? Well, some of the agents for change is, the cold weather. That's why we change our food and our clothing as well. The outside environment, the humidity is lower. So when the humidity is lower, that means that the air is thirsty. Instead of pumping you with moisture in the hot months, it's going to try and take it all back now in the winter, pulling the moisture from your skin, which leaves your skin drier. When you couple that with that, there's less sunlight available. What does sunlight provide? Vitamin D. And what is vitamin D? It's a natural anti-inflammatory. So drier skin prone to inflammation can cause all types of irritating and uncomfortable situations. So we go indoors and we have the forced air and heat, which is just more thirsty air robbing you of your hydration. And we're spending more time indoors as well. And I'm guilty of this myself, but what do we want to do when it's cold outside? I want to take a nice, long, hot shower or bath. Why is this a bad choice? Well, even though it feels good, it is stripping your skin of its natural oils. So we're going to take a quick look at the skin. Why are these natural oils important? So moisture in your skin is retained by a layer called the stratum corneum. This outer wall holds water in and keeps chemicals, germs, and allergens out. It's like a protective brick wall, and you can see that in the slide here. The skin cells are the bricks, and they're held together by many different proteins and fats, such as ceramides. The proteins and fat create the mortar of that barrier. So in the winter, when humidity drops, water more easily escapes out this barrier through evaporation, which is what leads to dry skin. This also makes you more susceptible to sun and free radical damage, which account for 80 to 90% of our skin's aging. I don't know if you caught that, that's 80 to 90% of our skin's aging. So it's kind of a big deal. So how do we smoothly manage this transition then? While we can't control the weather, we can make small, simple adjustments to our environment, our body, hair, and skincare routines. Let's take a closer look at these now. So your environment. One of the things you can do indoors, even if it's just in your bedroom, which is where you spend most of your time while you're sleeping, if you're getting the sleep you're supposed to get, is you can invest in a humidifier. We offer the Miko Mist here at Palm, but depending on your size and space needs, you can find lots of options online. You'll want to keep your humidity levels between 30 and 60%. If you're unsure of your home's humidity levels, you can pick up a humidity meter online for less than $10 to just kind of monitor where you're at. You want to keep the thermostat down between 68 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's from the American Osteopathic College of Dermatology. So that's going to be the ideal temperature range you want to keep your thermostat at, 68 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, what about body care? So the biggest thing you can do is take cooler showers, but realistically, no one's going to come in, from the cold outdoors and take a nice cool shower. So if you want a warmer shower, try to lean more towards warm than hot, but take a shorter shower. Also, use a creamy liquid body wash or a body oil. You can even use an oil-based body scrub, which helps slough off dead skin and it'll hydrate you at the same time. You want to stay away from a bar cleanser or like the really foaming clear ones, just for a few months, especially in the dead of winter. You also want to take a look at your clothing choices and how you take care of your clothes. You want to use a fragrance-free detergent. Really, any of the products that you put on your skin, you want them to be free of artificial fragrance. If you have sensitive skin, this is something you want to be mindful of year-round, especially on your bed sheets, anything that is in close contact with your skin for an extended amount of time. But everyone needs to be mindful of this in the drier, fall and winter months. Also, if you dress in layers, that's going to be really helpful. So I know we have a lot of like heavier sweaters, wool, coats, things like that. But if you can put a breathable, softer fabric, a really lightweight t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, tank top, anything that's going to put kind of a barrier between your skin and the scratchier, rougher material, you're going to notice a huge impact without that irritation, because dry skin is more easily irritatable. Okay, so what about your hair? I have long hair. I know there's a lot of ladies who will agree that, when the drier air comes, so does the static. So how can we combat this? Well, you can switch to a hydrating shampoo and conditioner. You can wash it less often. Really, the air is drier. We're not outside bicycling and doing a lot of the crazy things we normally do. You can even just rinse your hair in between washes or try a dry shampoo. Something to just kind of take away from the daily washing, just putting a little space in between that. You'll see a big difference. Skip the heated tools if you can, the curling irons, the flat irons, the blow dryers, go to bed, with slightly damp hair maybe. Hair oil makes a big difference. We have a couple of them here at Palm, the Eminence Wildflower Ultralight Oil, and Feedamere also has a really nice one. Two completely different scents. If you find one you like, a little bit, couple drops in the hands, you rub it in your hands, and then just kind of put it through your ends. Notice a huge difference. Also, scalp massages. So we'll go over this more later. This is an add-on you can do to any massage or facial, but it's a warm oil treatment. It increases circulation to the scalp. It's going to help with any kind of dandruff. It's really good for hair growth. Also, it increases circulations up around your facial area, which is just going to be, anytime you increase the circulation, it's going to be beneficial. All right, moving into skincare. So if everyone could just take a moment and take a screenshot of these ingredients. These are some of the ingredients you want to look for in your winter skincare. So there's urea and hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid can absorb 1,000 times its weight in water, which is pretty impressive. While hyaluronic acid infuses the skin with intense hydration, urea locks the moisture into the skin. Both of these are naturally occurring in our bodies, which makes them very non-irritating and safe for use for all skin types. Ceramides. Remember, this is the mortar that holds your skin cell bricks together so they can provide a protective barrier. Ammonium lactate. So this is from the alpha hydroxy family. So if you've heard of glycolic or lactic acid, they're in that family. But it's especially good for treating dry, scaly skin and improving the moisture level of the skin. In addition to hyaluronic acid, some good humectants are glycerin, panthenol, which is vitamin B5, and aloe vera. So I have a picture here of Skin Medica's HA5 Rejuvenating Hydrator. It has a great deal of this list, including 5 different types of hyaluronic acid. So the screenshot you have of this, take it and compare it to, take a look at the products you've been using to date over the summer and see how many of them have these ingredients. And they're going to want to be in the first 5 listed. And if it doesn't have it in the first 5, at least 1 or 2 of them, you're probably going to want to invest in a couple new products before the winter's over. So we have some suggestions for that. So changes to your daily routine. I wouldn't suggest doing a complete overhaul of every single product, but a few simple changes you can make that will make a world of difference. Your cleanser. You want to change from a bar or a foaming cleanser into a creamy one. You can even try an oil-based cleanser. The important thing is that you want your cleanser to add moisture to your skin, not strip it. So the couple here that I've suggested are the Stone Crop Cleansing Oil. It's a favorite here at Palm. It has stone crop, microgreens, jojoba, and sunflower oil. Super hydrating. I use a couple pumps. I put it on dry skin at the start of any of my Eminence facials, and then just wipe it off with warm, tissue or towel, warm, wet towel. Leaves the skin glowing, super hydrated. Another good one is the V Instant Cleansing Milk. Oh, it's very popular as well. As for your toner, if you use a toner, I'm an esthetician, so I'm always supposed to recommend a toner just to balance your pH after cleansing. But if it's alcohol-based, either discontinue it or switch it out for one that is not alcohol-based. So the one I'm showing here is the Neroli Age Corrective Hydrating Mist. It has neroli oil, coconut milk, and water, and it has that natural retinol complex, and we'll get into why that's a good one to use, as well as the Phytocell Tech Swiss Green Apple Stem Cells. So it's not only going to hydrate, but it's also going to give you a little bit of treatment as well. For your exfoliator, skip the scrubs. You don't want to use a scrub or a heavy duty scrub in the winter. Your skin is dry, it's more prone to inflammation. Unless it's an extremely gentle scrub, it can cause little micro tears in your skin, which can cause redness, and any kind of open abrasions like that can lead to infections. It's just better to switch to a type of acid or enzyme exfoliation, and preferably a lactic acid if you're going to go with the acids, because it's the most hydrating. I have up here the Eminence's yam and pumpkin enzyme peel. It removes dead skin cells, reduces the appearance of pigmentation, fine lines, and sun damage. It smells delicious, and it will leave your skin looking firm and radiant. It's very nice. All right, treatments. This is my favorite part of the winter skincare routine, because both professional treatments and at-home treatments, this is your time to kind of play with things and be a little adventurous. For a couple of reasons. One, you're going to be staying indoors more. And two, hopefully you're using a lot of heavier moisturizers and healing ingredients. So if you were thinking of trying a vitamin C or a retinol, winter is the time to throw it into the mix. If maybe you want your skin to be glowing for New Year's, Anti-Age's stem cell treatment is amazing for that. So I have listed the Eminence Bamboo Firming Fluid because it has a natural retinol alternative to it. It has bamboo, coconut oil, and water. Phytocell Tech Swiss Green Apple Stem Cells. Manoi, which is a Tahitian oil that hydrates and firms the skin. It's kind of got a lot going on. Also very popular here at Palm. You'll see firming results, and it's not as aggressive as some of the other retinols, but you will still see results from it. Also, there is the Revision Vitamin C Lotion. I use this myself. I love it. It helps support the skin's natural productions of vitamin C and E. It supports the skin microbiome with prebiotic technology. It brightens and evens the skin tone. One pump's all you need, and put it around. So again, the Anti-Age MD, it uses stem cells along with 21 additional ingredients that are proven to be anti-aging, pro-healing, and anti-inflammatory. Your skin will glow. It's awesome. All right, so masks. Sleeping masks are the rock star of winter. You put it on over your treatments and serums to seal them in so they can penetrate deeper, and skin can use the active ingredients while you sleep to repair the day's damage, and you can wake up to more visible results. So any mask can be a sleeping mask if your pillowcase can take it. You just put a thin layer on, unless it says like, if it has actives. But if it's a hydrating mask, 95% of them you're going to be completely fine to overnight, especially if it's an Eminence mask that is made to be hydrating. Ask either me or Shelly or Corey if you have any questions about if you can wear it for 8 hours or longer. But some really good ones we have here, the coconut cream mask from Eminence. It has coconut oil and coconut milk, shea butter, which is high in triglycerides and fatty acids. Again, those are the things that help provide that protective barrier. There's also, and this is a new product from Eminence. We just got some samples in, and hopefully we'll be getting it in as retail. It's the kombucha microbiome leave-on mask. So it has a probiotic, which replenishes the skin's moisture barrier, kombucha ferment from black tea, prebiotic, and ginger root, which will leave your skin invigorated. And then there is the Feedamere Hydra C mask, which we use in our custom facial. So it has polarized and encapsulated weaving algae, which makes it more intense, rapid, and boosted moisturizing. It's also got gorse water, which helps stimulate the proteins of cell cohesion and helps strengthen the cutaneous barrier for preserved hydration. It's a very nice mask, very thin layer. That one I would not necessarily leave on for 8 hours, but you could leave it on while you're in the shower or while you're doing the dishes, especially in the winter time. Moisturizers. So in the winter, you're going to want to put your lightweight lotion that you've been using all summer into the fridge and pull out a heavier cream until spring. Want this protective barrier over your entire face. Twice a day if you can handle it, in the morning and the evening, or a night cream in the evening and a heavier cream during the day. Two really good ones are the Revision Restorative Night Cream. It has jojoba seed oil and a marine-derived algae extract. It contains powerful peptide and vitamins to help tone the skin. It soothes, brightens, and reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Any of these heavier creams and moisturizers are going to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles because your skin's going to be healthy and hydrated and happy. The Bright Skin Overnight Correcting Cream from Eminence is pretty amazing. It has natural hydroquinone alternative, which brightens the skin with African potato and tara tree. It aids in fading the look of age spots and freckles while promoting a smooth, even complexion. It has Swiss alpine plant extracts, which makes your skin brighter. Stonecrop licorice root extract, bearberry extract, and again, shea butter, which I'm a huge fan of, which is moisturizing again and high in triglycerides. Lip and SPF. You're going to want to use these in the winter more than ever. I don't know if anyone else has issues with peeling lips. I know I do. You'll want this Revision Youthful Lip Replenisher. It is my favorite lip product I have ever encountered. It has hyaluronic acid. It's a little bit minty. It has potent antioxidants, which help defend against environmental stressors, and it does. It's a little glossy for you gentlemen out there, but you could put a thin layer on and kind of blot it. But if you have any kind of issues at all this winter with peeling lips, stop and pick up a tube. It's not very expensive and it lasts forever and you'll see a world of difference. So SPF is just as important in the winter as it is in the summer, especially when there is snow on the ground, because that snow will reflect the light right back up to your face. I always recommend a mineral-based sunscreen, but especially in the winter, as it is usually a little bit heavier and provides a layer of protection, between your skin and the elements. So a couple good ones that we have are the Eminence Mineral Defense Sports Sunscreen. It has zinc oxide, passion fruit seed oil, raspberry seed oil, and aloe vera. So very hydrating. A trick with any of the Eminence SPFs is you want to put a small amount on your hands, rub it between your hands, and you pat that on your skin. You don't want to rub it because there can be issues with it kind of balling up because it's so heavy in zinc oxide. It's a really good product though. It's just in your application. You just want to pat it on. One that I like is the Revision IntelliShade True Physical. I end a lot of facials with it. It contains 5 anti-aging products in one. It's available in tinted or untinted. It has a really nice smooth finish. A little bit goes a really long way. That's a nice product. So just to review, the changes you're going to want to make in your skincare routine. You want to have your cleanser, you want to switch it out for a creamy one. You want your toner to be alcohol-free or just no toner at all. Your exfoliator, you want to switch to an enzyme or an acid exfoliant. No scrubs. Your treatments, step it up. Try something new. Throw something new in the mix. This is a good time of year to do that. Mask, if you can get a sleeping mask or you want to go to a hydrating mask. Your moisturizer, you want to switch to a heavier base cream from the lotion and use a lip product and an SPF all winter long. So this is the other slide I would like you to take a screenshot of if you can. These are professional treatments. Again, I prefer to go with more aggressive professional treatments in the fall and winter because you're out of the sun and you're using more of those heavier hydrating protecting creams. So some of the treatments that would be good, especially, after the holidays are over, there's a few months where we're not going out in public for a lot of big events. And so if you were doing something that had to have a little bit of downtime, it's the perfect window of opportunity to do that. So microneedling, if you're unfamiliar, it can plump the skin and increase its luminosity while improving the appearance of minor scars, wrinkles, fine lines, and sagging skin. So the process involves the insertion of very fine, short needles into the skin. It causes controlled micro injuries that stimulate the body's natural wound healing process in order to rejuvenate the skin. Not a lot of downtime with that. Maybe just the day of, you might have some redness or things like that. Our personalized facial peels, it's a simple pain-free procedure that improves the skin tone and texture. It's customized to meet your goals, which you can address fine lines and wrinkles, acne, or improving hyperpigmentation to give your skin a more even tone. This treatment can cause significant peeling. There may be a few days downtime with this, so you'll want to discuss how aggressive you want to get with your esthetician for that. If these two treatments are too aggressive for you and it doesn't interest you, why not try one of our longer facials? The clinical facial, it includes dermaplaning, which is where we take a surgical blade and we kind of scrape off that top layer of dead skin and fine hair. Makeup applies a lot smoother. Your skin has a nice glow. It'll be baby soft. It also involves a peel, but there's no downtime with the clinical facial. My favorite facial of all is the 3D facial. So it's an hour and a half. It has advanced massage techniques, uber hydrating. Your skin will glow for days. I love it. I think you would love it. I haven't had any complaints ever of it. Everybody loves it. So it's a good time to try that as well. As far as body treatments go, any massage is going to be great in the winter. You're putting oil or creams on the skin, or being massaged in, you're increasing circulation, you're getting the blood flowing. This is all very healthy because, cold is kind of stagnant. So we want to keep the warmth moving through our body. The lymphatic restorative massage, it has lymph drainage techniques which aid in the elimination of stagnant metabolic waste and fluid retention. As this waste is cleansed, all the systems of the body are boosted for wellness and balance. The therapists also use a mineral-infused massage gel that energizes the body and restores cellular function too. So the biomat. I know a lot of my facial clients have never tried the biomat, and most of them have no idea what it is. So the official answer is the biomat is a medical-grade, FDA-approved heating pad made of superconducting amethyst crystals that deliver far infrared rays and negative ions to the body, which are integral to healthy cellular function. The far infrared heat penetrates 3 to 8 inches into the body, similar to the heat produced from the infrared sauna. The far infrared heat can improve blood flow, microcirculation, and relaxation. It can also temporarily relieve minor muscle pain, joint pain, and stiffness from arthritis, muscle spasms, or minor strains. The negative ions have a positive effect on free radicals and serotonin, resulting in higher alertness, decreased fatigue, and improved cellular functioning. So the cold weather, I know some people's bones and their joints, they start creaking. The biomat, as well as the steam room and sauna, really great time of year to try those as well. Now, for the salt room, if you haven't tried that, put it on the list. Studies show that this promotes relaxation and may reduce inflammation and mucus in the lungs, improving respiratory conditions such as asthma, allergies, bronchitis, sinus congestion, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Salt therapy has also been shown to be helpful for stress management and insomnia. So it's very relaxing, but with all of the upper respiratory things that go around in the fall and the winter, the salt room is not going to hurt you. It can only help with that. So there are some treatment add-ons that you can consider for either your massage or your facial. One is the castor oil pack. So it will improve natural liver detoxification and lymphatic circulation. It supports uterine and ovarian health. It reduces inflammation and it strengthens your immunity. Castor oil packs are also used for cleansing and regulating the internal organs, like the liver, lung, and colon, and for supporting healing of trauma, sprains, degenerative joint diseases, and skin disorders. And that's something you can take home with you to continue that treatment at home. It's a very nice add-on. Again, we're going to revisit that scalp massage, warm oil rubbed on the scalp. I just don't know if it gets any better. And then there's the back detox muscle melter. So that is a warming, bubbling mud that we actually have you recline back on. It goes up and down your spine. It just feels nice. It's just a really nice add-on for that. All right, guys, I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, please stop in or visit palmhealth.com.